Hey guys, I'm going to teach you how to achieve fun looks with your curling iron. So what I'm going to do is show you on this side what a nice beach wave looks like. And on this side, I'm going to do more of that vintage glamour wave. That way you can kind of see, tell the difference and see what it is that you're going for and know how to use your curling iron in order to achieve it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to brush through our hair and make sure that there's no tangles. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our heat protectant spray. This is super important. Anytime that you're using any kind of heat on your hair, you must always protect it. You want a barrier between that tool and your hair. So you just take it and you spritz it down the hair and let it do its job. You can brush it through as well. Okay, let's start on this side. Here we go. We're taking horizontal sections here, and we're going to take our iron and we're going to go away from the face. So I like to turn my iron upside down like so, put my thumb on it, and I like to start from the top because I want that voluptuous wave. You're going to take your iron and you're going to use it horizontally, okay? You just move the curling iron down the hair, just kind of pushing up a little bit on, see this right here? I'm kind of pumping it, okay? And this, I don't know why the lighting's gotten so bad, but all of a sudden the lighting is weird. So then you're just gonna wait until you feel it, and when it's warm to the touch, you're going to release it. There's the lighting, okay? Voila. Okay, so that's the voluptuous side. Now let's go to the beach side, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take a vertical parting, which means you're going to go straight down, and then you're going to take your iron, again, away from your face, and you're just going to keep it in a vertical direction. And I kind of like to leave my ends out, and you just kind of unwind it. And as you can see, this one's more of an undone, gives you a little bit more of a beach look, and this one is more of your voluptuous look. Now I'm going to do the whole thing on either side so that you can kind of see how this goes. And then again, you get to decide how you want to do your hair. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I spray down my hair with my heat protectant. This is one of the most important things that you can do to your hair, is protect it, especially if you use heat on a regular basis. I'll harp on it until the day I die, I promise. Okay, I'm just going to go around and show you. Again, I took a vertical section. As you can see, straight line, vertical sections, vertical iron. You can start up as high as you'd like to, depends on where you want to see that start. And you can even hold it here for a little if you want it to be a little bit more defined. Not a problem. Again, I like to leave my ends out. For one, I don't like to over-process those or, overheat those. And two, I just kind of like a messy, undone look when I'm doing my beach wave. So as you can see, this one's a little undone, a little less done. This one's a little more done. But again, they are two different types of outcomes. So I'm going to keep going and then I'll come back, okay? Okay, so I've finished this side. As you can see, it's loosey-goosey. That's that, undone beach wave. I'm just going to let that sit, and I'm going to go ahead and continue this side so you can see it. Remember, we're taking horizontal sections, and we're putting our iron in horizontally. Whoops, get that guy out of the way. Not too much here. Okay, so you're just going to continue doing this all the way down, and you just kind of inch your way down. Touching the curling iron every once in a while just to kind of see where the hair is, if it's warm enough to loosen it up to go on to the next section. I always like to pay attention to how warm my hair is getting. I'm not trying to fry it off, I'm just trying to create a beautiful wave. So, once you've got all the way down, you touch it, and once it's warm to the touch, then you release. Another thing I wanted to mention is I've got a lot of hair. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and split my hair in half here and just pin this up and then work underneath and then go to the top. So again, we're taking horizontal sections. So think side to side. And you want to make sure that it's not too thick of a section so that the heat will penetrate through all the places. And also you want to make sure that your iron is wider than your section. If your section is wider than your iron, you're not going to get a good, even distribution of heat, and also your curl is going to look a little weird, okay? This is going to be your best bet. The section needs to be smaller than the iron, okay? Again, we are just curling it in a horizontal fashion, working your way all the way down. Okay, I finished this side. As you can see, much wider, bouncier curls. This one's a more low-key, you know, beachy wave. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the hair. And I set the hair with just a little hairspray. That's just to make sure that your curls stay intact, okay? So that's whether you have a wave or a curl. Either one, you want to set your curls. And then on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little dry texturizing spray. It gives it that like lived-in beachy look, kind of like, you know, salt does to your hair when you're actually at the beach. And just kind of spray it up in it. You see, like, you don't want to get all the way in there or anything like that. You're just kind of spurting it through. And see, as you can see, it gives it a little bit fuller of a look, but again, we're still using, we like the whole wavy, messy look here, okay? Now I'm going to finish this side off with a little dab of our taffy. I just take my finger, kind of put a little, what I call a little doot on there. And then this is really like hairspray in a bottle. So if you're not like a huge hairspray fan, which I'm not a huge hairspray fan, I'll use it sometimes, but I really like this. It's kind of tacky, and you start at the bottom and you work your way up into the hair. And that's basically just, again, gonna set it and then kind of pull it apart so that it gives it that lived-in, beachy look. See? And on this side, I curled them all the same way to make it look a little more natural looking. What you can do is curl the front two pieces away from your face, and then the next one curl towards your face, and then you alternate back to front, back to front. And that'll give it a more natural look. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I fix this whole glamour side, okay? First, I'm going to need to use this paddle brush, and then I like to add a little shine to mine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the brush, not my hair. That way I don't put too much on the hair. And then I'm going to start again at the bottom, and I'm going to work my way up. So as you can see, it's a very uniformed look, very glam, very Hollywood. See? It just gives you that like all over appearance, kind of a Jessica Rabbit, if you will. If you guys remember Jessica Rabbit. There you go. You just kind of mess. Now that that's done, I like to add a little bit of that taffy so that I can smooth out any flyaways here. And also, because it's kind of a hairspray in a jar, it really sets the hair. And there you go, you guys. This is my tutorial for beachy and glam. Now, you go home and practice it yourself.